this all sounds fantastic.
Right.
You're running a small business. You want to get an injection of cash because you can't wait on your debtors to pay you. So you look at a finance option. Now, I know of some companies that, and I've read some. There's some naughty directors out there that see this and think this is fantastic. So they pay me once I present an invoice. I've actually advised recently on a situation, on an invoicing discounting situation, where the directors decided that this is quite a nice facility to have, and presented invoices that didn't exist. How do do the banks manage that?
That's an interesting question, and what they're doing is committing fraud.
Yep.
Okay, and I've had a number of, about 4 or 5 clients approach me in the past who are clearly intent on committing fraud. They call it fresh air invoicing. It's raising invoices, services or goods that have never been provided, and then trying to get the finance against them.
To get that cash injection that they want. Either that, or they just think this is
or disappear with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've seen, I came across one where a client approached me, and he said he was selling this to various newsagents chains, and he gave me he knew a lot about invoice financing, which I thought was a little bit strange. And he said he's selling these products to all these newsagent chains. I said, I'll give you a list of debtors. And I went, and they had the contracts drawn up, they had the amounts they're doing each month, it's going to grow, and so on, terms and conditions, all the rest.
Impressive.
Looked very realistic. I went and had a look at their debtors because I didn't recognise any of their names.
Okay.
And I started to look through them, and I went through the company's house and looked through them one by one. And I started to see something. They all had the same director.
Okay.
So it was a fraud.
Okay.
So I alerted every invoice finance company in the market and said, do not deal with these people, whatever you do.
Okay.
There's obviously fresh air invoicing. So what they intended to do was pretending that the goods were shipped to these companies, the director say, yes, I received them, and then they'd send an invoice out and raise the finance on it and disappear. Right?
But of course, going back to what you said, not that I'm trying to teach people how to do this, but it does happen. Because there's fraudsters out there that look at this and think, this is great, I raise an invoice and I get paid on that invoice. But with factoring, that's quite difficult to do because they take care of the credit control, don't they?
There's a couple of things really. I mean, there was a big fraud in USA and Mexico that went on for 15 years.
15 years?
Yeah, £1 million. Millions of pounds, but millions of dollars, I should say. But the key thing here is the invoice financer will not lend against that invoice, right, until they're certain it's okay and verified.
Okay.
All right? And so what they will do, especially in single invoice discounting, where they obviously got all their risk in one invoice, they will contact the client and say, you received the invoice, is this okay?
Okay.
All right? I mean, I've had one tried on me where I think they had someone at the contact client who's going to say that, even though they hadn't received the goods. But we managed to scupper that one. But generally speaking, they will take security measures.
Okay.
Occasionally, they will get caught out, but it's quite tight. If the client does get caught out doing it, there's criminal fraud.
Yeah.
They don't hold back.
Yeah.
One case I came across, and I was actually tried to run past me.
Okay.
But very early days, and but we spotted it was wrong. Actually went to court and actually got sentenced.
How many? What they go down for?
I'm not sure. I was called to give evidence, but they actually pleaded guilty.
Oh, you was called to give evidence. That was an interesting.
Yeah.
They pleaded guilty, probably because they knew what they were in for.
That is absolutely. I mean, I saw that one was wrong because I had a list of clients, and one of the clients that they listed had gone bust about a year before.
Okay.
Right?
So it's something that happens in your industry, but checks and balances are in place, and there are serious consequences for presenting invoices that don't exist.
Absolutely, yeah.
In order to get cash injection.
I certainly wouldn't recommend it.
No, but of course, for those of you that are watching this that are thinking that might be an option, don't even try it.